Answer me. How did you find me? Answer me!
I thought you would be here.
What?
You always said that someday, when this was all over, you'd want to spend your days in a place where the cloudless sky meets the horizon. After you ran away, I looked for a place that matched that description. I assumed that you would have thought that everything was over. There were a few places that fit the bill, but this one was the furthest. So, I figured that's where I'd find you.
Did I say that?
You did.
I don't remember.
I do.
Why are you here?
To take you away.
Where?
Anywhere but here.
Wherever it is, I'm not going. I will stay here.
And do what? Die?
Yes.
I can't allow that.
I don't need your permission.
That's where you're wrong. I created you, so I say when you get to die. Come on, get up. I told you to get up.
What are you trying to do?
Get up so we can have some snacks and chat. Come on, please.
Forget about me.
No.
I said forget about me. I've become a monster. I'm no longer beautiful. I stood in the goddess's way. I killed many humans and my own comrade. I've ruined everything. There's no reason for me to live.
You have to live.
Why?
Because I want to be the best engineer this world has ever known. You are my creation. My greatest masterpiece. It can't end like this. I can't let you end it all on such a miserable note. Otherwise, I would have created something which didn't amount to anything. No, this isn't where the story ends. Your story can only come to a close when you're at your most beautiful.
I already have too much blood on my hands. I'm not beautiful anymore. My story has been tainted. There's no happy ending for me anymore. A fairy tale, which is no longer beautiful, should be
I've always been watching you. I didn't want to miss a single moment. Your perseverance towards achieving your goals. Your refusal to give up. Your way of thinking. The future, your dreams. I watched it all. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I could create a masterpiece such as yourself. I couldn't take my eyes off you. You were so beautiful. Huh? You always had a captive audience in me. Your attention was focused on the goddess squad. You wanted to be part of them. To be honest, I wasn't terribly interested in them. Because you were more beautiful. You were shining bright like a diamond, and you were right in front of me. So why would I look at inferior beings that were far away? You were the most beautiful being that I ever created. My goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory.
That's why it can't end here. My goddess of victory must shine the brightest and be the most beautiful. Let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite this fairy tale we're just gone astray. You're still alive. It's not over yet. There's still a chance to rewrite the story as many times as we want. It's only the first chapter that's finished. There's still a long way to go until the ending. There's bound to be plenty of twists and turns along the way. Let's create a happy ending.
But I've already killed so many people.
You weren't you.
I stood in the way of the goddess squad.
That's not what you intended.
I became the enemy of the entire human race.
It's not your fault.
I even killed Red Shoes with my own hands.
You must have had a good reason for what you did. I trust you. No matter what happens, I will always trust you. I'm blinded by your light and your beauty.
Eve.
Look, Cinderella. What do you see?
A monster covered in blood.
Don't be a fool. That can be wiped away. No matter what it's covered in, that doesn't change what's underneath. Look, it's all clean. Whenever you're struggling, don't allow your image to define you. Instead, look at your true self. What do you see now?
When you look at me, what do you see, Eve?
I can't see anything. I'm too starstruck. What do you see?
Me.
Who are you?
Cinderella.
And what kind of person is Cinderella?
Someone who betrayed humanity and killed a lot of people.
What do you mean? It's not Enichiro who is reflected here. It's Cinderella. So I'll ask you again. What kind of person is Cinderella?
A person who, when in despair, received help from the goddesses, and then idolized someone who wanted to stand on the battlefield alongside them, and applied for that privilege. Who worked really hard, and became a second-generation Grimm's model. A person who took great pride in that truth. Someone who took thousands, tens of thousands of tests. Who always strived to achieve the best results. Who never gave up on her dreams. Who was always proud and full of confidence. A person who loved their comrades. Someone who loved humanity. A person who loved myself. The most beautiful person in the world.
And this Cinderella you're describing, what did she want to do?
Defeat those who would harm humanity and protect the human race. To rewrite the story.
That's better. Let's do it. Let's rewrite it. I'll be in the front row watching. I'll be your mirror. I'll watch you become your true self.
Okay. You've watched over me all this time. Even if everyone turned their backs on me, you would remain by my side. For you, I will continue my story.
When you become exhausted and you can't stand to look at yourself, when the mirror's surface becomes smudged and dirty, just remember my eyes watching you. That's where you'll find the most beautiful goddess of victory this world has ever seen.
I will protect you!
Well, that was easy.
I didn't expect this kind of talk to come from you.
Not a word of this to anyone. Having to suffer through this once for my child is difficult enough.
Did you say Child?
Why are you making that weird face?
I'm touched.
Anyway, I know I was speaking confidently, but things have really gone to the dogs. Right now, you're...
The main reason why humanity had to flee underground. The one who destroyed the heretic research lab and who killed Red Shoes.
You already know. So, if we're being realistic, we have two choices. First, return to the central government and cooperate with the investigation. I'll be there to make sure they don't treat you roughly like before. We'll prove to them that you're completely and utterly free of corruption and explain the mechanisms behind it. While on paper, this is the safest and most conventional method, but it might not even be possible.
Especially considering I'm essentially a wanted criminal. I doubt I'll even be given the chance to explain myself.
Now, the second choice, hide out and wait. Like I told you, humanity has acknowledged defeat and is hiding underground. An operation called Ark Guardian, centered around the Goddess Squad, is underway. Whatever form it ends up assuming, the operation will soon come to a close. The people will seal the Ark and ensure that nothing can enter or exit. Our second option is to hide away and wait until that happens.
What happens then?
I don't know, maybe consider getting into farming?
What's the point of living on a planet where nothing remains?
You'll be alive, and that will be significant enough. You will wait, and you'll keep waiting. When humanity eventually emerges from their underground city, that is when you will help them. After enough time has passed, they'll be willing to overlook much of what has happened. While it's a safe choice, the disadvantage is that it will take a lot of time, and there's always the off chance that it will backfire. Pick whichever one you prefer.
Neither seems particularly alluring.
Then what are you going to do?
You said we should rewrite the story.
Yeah, and?
So let's rewrite it.
This can also be a part of the story. Every story has an intermission.
I don't like that. It's not beautiful.
It's easy enough to say you don't like something, but not so easy to come up with alternatives.
For better or worse, I've become stronger. My current strength is incomparable to before.
Good for you.
And due to the many unwanted battles, my skills have also significantly improved.
Why would you bring that up now of all times?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make things more difficult. But it's the truth. I'm as strong as ever. In matters of physical strength, nothing is impossible for me.
Hey, don't tell me...
In order to fix the story, I need to right the wrongs I've committed. I'm going to take down the Queen. You mentioned that the number of raptures near the lift has increased, didn't you? It doesn't matter. With my current abilities, I can break through. I can erase the past catastrophes. The goddess squad will no longer be a failure. This is where it changes. What do you think? I think it's a beautiful plan that can resolve everything.
I don't think you have to go that far.
What do you mean?
Humanity doesn't trust you. They consider you their enemy, a traitor. You don't have to go through all this.
Ave, I still want to be a second-generation Grimm's model. The savior of humanity. The successor to the goddess squad. I'm not doing this for humanity. I'm doing it for myself. And for Ave, who created me. For my comrades. I need to undo the damage I caused with my own hands.
So you're going to take down the queen?
Yes.
Sounds like a fool's errand. Let's get started.
What? That last bit contradicts the first part.
High risk, high reward. I like it. If we want to turn things around, then we've got to do something drastic.
But there is something I need.
What is it?
I need Hansel, Gretel, and Siren. We need to go together. Then I know for sure that we can win.
Are you certain?
How could we not? While they may not be as strong as me, they are still remarkable.
It's not a matter of how strong they are or aren't. It's whether they'll be willing to go with you in the first place.
They'll come with me. I'm sure of it.
What makes you so confident?
Because I believe everyone feels the same as I do.
Okay, let's go meet them. I don't know if they'll be persuaded, but we can at least go see them.
If you talk to them, I'm sure they'll listen.
Do you think I've got a voice like sirens or something?
No, you have something better. You're able to save someone who is ready to give up everything. Who was ready to choose death.
Don't you ever bring that up again, please.
There's no need to be flustered. You're beautiful.
Well, still, if we want to talk to them, then the first step is to go meet up with them, and that'll be the biggest stumbling block.
How come? Surely that wouldn't be an issue for you.
Well, the thing is, before I came here, I used a stun gun to knock them all out. I'm considered an important witness, so they wouldn't let me leave.
Oh!
You think that's funny?
Let's find them then.
Find them? You mean there?
Yes.
I guess there's some good. Then, let's start by sneaking in.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Is it a rapture?
I can't tell.
Come out. We have you surrounded.
Battle start!
There's some dirt on my face.
Make one. Danger! Please! Requesting backup! My blade shall render all asunder. Victory!
What an odd combination. What is this? I thought you said we were surrounded. A bit of an exaggeration, don't you think?
3 second-generation Grimm's models are more than enough to hem you in.
Hansel, Gretel, and Siren.
Seems like you haven't come here to talk things through. Tell me, why are you here?
We're here to take you in. And to eliminate the heretic, Anichiro.
Then I'm afraid you've wasted your trip. Since the heretic Anichiro is no more.
Allow me to convey the current feelings of the central government. You massacred untold numbers of Nikkes and humans. Destroyed the heretic research lab. Murdered Red Shoes in cold blood. You must be executed. Given the untold harm you have caused on humankind, both physically and on morale, we are here to kill you and secure your remains. The news of your death will boost morale.
I hate to admit it, but you're not wrong.
Furthermore, any future option to capture or negotiate with Anichiro is off the table. Our primary goal is elimination.
Isn't that going a bit overboard? A heretic's body holds untold research potential.
Too many have died by her hand. It's not just the central government. The common people harbor a desire for revenge. So many of them have lost family and friends.
So she's become a figurehead.
Correct. Raptures are already starting to be viewed as a natural phenomenon, akin to a natural disaster. There is no trace of individuality amongst them. They are an anonymous collective. A faceless, but the heretic Anichiro? She is one person. A perfect and singular target to focus on.
So you came to kill her? And you brought them along?
There is nothing better than a Grimm's model to combat a heretic.
Hey, you guys. What's gotten into you? Did you really come to kill Cinderella?
They're all in a bit of a tight spot. Their top member, Cinderella, has been corrupted. Red Shoes, once a high-ranking priest and researcher from BTC, is dead. Siren is barely able to control the immense power she wields. As for Hansel and Gretel, they are illicit creations. Only 3 second-generation Grimm's models were supposed to be made. Cinderella, Red Shoes, and Siren. Hansel and Gretel were created by you without prior authorization. You created full-fledged Nikkes, all in secret. You know what this implies, don't you?
That I'm amazing?
I won't deny that. But it also casts doubt upon your intentions. Only a potential traitor would The heretic is a new weapon that you created. And the second-generation Grimm's models were all made to eventually serve as such. It makes for a convenient cover-up. And you're the perfect scapegoat.
If you had a brain in your head, you'd know that's complete horse.
My opinion doesn't matter. What matters is that this is what most people will think, in particular, those who are in power.
So what are you trying to say?
Cinderella, if you die, everyone else can be cleared of their charges. If you take the blame for what's happened and die, Ave and the other Grimm's models can return. They can be humanity's saviors once again. The successors to the only you will be considered a traitor. To capture you, the second-generation Grimm's models were deployed. After a fierce battle, they emerged victorious. The foe that even the Goddess Squad struggled against will be defeated. Vengeance will be ours. It would be a grand achievement, one which overshadows any minor details.
I understand what you're saying. But I have no intention of cooperating. There is something I must do.
What is that?
I will defeat the Queen.
Huh? I see. Given your specifications, this is very well. Is this your final I should have known this is what you'd all decide.
Hansel, Gretel, Siren. Let's go together. With your help, we can win.
Gretel and I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Did Anachiro kill Red Shoes?
No. I did.
Why did you kill her?
She deserved to die.
I thought Red Shoes was kind. She took good care of us. She was kind to Siren. She liked Cinderella. Was your hate for Red Shoes so strong as to forget all that?
Yes. I despised her.
If you start to hate Gretel and me, will you kill us too?
If you do something like what Red Shoes did, then yes. I will kill you.
What were Red Shoes' final words?
She didn't say anything.
I see. Oswald told me that she was refining the corruption virus.
I did some of my own investigating. Turns out Red Shoes was using an old VTC research lab in secret. We found over 200 Nikkes and about 10 raptures there. The Nikkes all had their brains operated on, and the raptures had been implanted with corruption.
Is that true?
All the Nikkes were dead, but something stood out even more than that. All their eyes were red. The raptures were all functioning normally. They had been stripped of their armor and were immobile. Only the corruption-inducing devices were operational. Red Shoes was refining the corruption process. Of that, there is no... And one more thing. The entire lab was full of your photos.
I see.
Gretel and I knew that Red Shoes did some bad things. And even worse things to Cinderella. But did you have to kill her? Was there no other option?
No, there wasn't.
I think you're trying to play it off like you don't care. Gretel thinks you're crying. We both like you, Cinderella. We also liked Red Shoes. We're... sad. Red Shoes was like family to us, and now she's gone.
I'm sad too.
We don't want to lose another family member. So we will protect you. We will protect Cinderella. Let's go together.
Thank you.
Can I hug you?
Sure.
Sorry for not believing in what you said. For not believing you. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for coming to meet me. Thank you for forgiving me.
You did nothing wrong. Cinderella? You were hurting. You were very lonely.
You fool. I told you not to talk.
I was so scared. I didn't know if the person in front of me was the real you. I was scared that you might hurt me again. I avoided your hand. You probably just wanted to hold hands. No one would have held Cinderella's hand.
You're holding my hand now. That's all I need.
I understand.
Dang, I didn't even need to persuade them. Oswald?
Yes?
Are you crying?
No.
You didn't come here to kill us, did you?
I was sent here to eliminate you. That much is true. But I failed.
And here you are, practically laying down the red carpet to let us escape.
Don't be ridiculous. So are you going to kill the queen?
Yes.
Then you are officially fugitives now. Your names will have a curse upon them, and you will be shunned.
It's okay. We can always clear our names again.
Gretel and I are okay with it.
Here.
What's this?
A list of safe places and routes that will keep you out of harm's way. Perhaps it will come in handy.
Why are you doing this? It's unlike you.
I'm a fan. You have to win. Give humanity the victory they deserve.
Leave it to us. I will bring you a splendid, beautiful victory.